We're lucky. We have a bunch, like three. Well, we have three good kids.
That is so true.
I don't know, but this next one is a song that, well, I don't know. I know Dan's dad is here. Jim McMahon is here tonight. And, I don't know if you've heard this story, Jim, but I'd be surprised if you hadn't. But I feel like maybe you haven't heard this story. We were making a record, so we had been on tour for like a whole bunch of time on the heavy metal album tour cycle. We'd gone to Europe and we had toured the States like 3 times over. And frankly, we were kind of burned out, you know. We were just like, oh my gosh, man, we are like tired, you know. And it was 2.5 years, so like our album cycle, we were like, okay, well, we need to put out a new record, but you know, I was like, I don't have any songs. I have no songs. Like, we've been just running, you know, just like going. So Dwayne, our producer that we really enjoy working with, and I said, Dwayne, here's the deal, man. I think I have some songs, like if I can sit down and just get to it, but we got to do it at my house. Like I can't do it just like I can't drive to Lexington. I gotta get somewhere. So we started making the record at my house, and you know, and it really was mostly just Dan and I, like every day working on stuff with Dwayne. And we got to the point where we were I sort of hit, like, I was like 6 songs in, I was writing these bass lines and melodies and stuff, and then like day 7, end of day 6, we're looking at day 7, and Dan and his really wonderful sort of just to the point way goes, so I'm coming over here at 10 for like working on nothing. And I was like, I mean, maybe. So that's how we left it. So Dan was coming over at 10. So at 8:30 in the morning, I was like, Dwayne, we're going to get up a little early, and we're just going to figure something out. So I sat looking out the window, and it was pretty gray at the time. And you know how the Midwest is when it's pretty gray and kind of all the trees are, nothing's on the trees, and you're just looking out, and the streets are just dirty. And Kelly and I were like really into the Narcos Mexico series at the time. I was like, shit, man. I just wanted to be more, dangerous, And then I started playing this little bit. And I thought about having to leave everything that I had at my house and ghost, because I was going to be part of the cartel at this point. I was like, shit. If we leave the dogs and we burn the cash, we can't have any traces of what we're doing, because it's bad with the cartel, right? So Dwayne's like, ooh, what is that? What is that? I was like, I'm going to get there. So I wrote this song in like 20 minutes. And then I was like, all right, Dan McMahon, when you come over, you're going to have this to work on. And he came over and he's like, whoa, I'm super, like, he was super, and this was Dan had a lot of wheelhouses, but like the moody thing that he could bring to songs, this was right up his alley, and this was in his wheelhouse. And just, it was a fun experience to sort of get tested like that. So I'm coming over to work on nothing. All right. Pressure's on. What are you going to do? I'm going to write this song. So this is a song called Ghosts. If we leave the dogs and we burn the cash and we grab the guns, 'cause we're leaving fast. So start the car, there's no safe place left around our heels. So hit the gas, 'cause the walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. Walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. So we leave the past and all we hear. We point the guns, we won't wave the flag. As the walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. As the walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. The unpaved roads, no line to toe. We won't look back. No, let's be ghosts. As the walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. Walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. And if I could stay, I wish I could stay. As the walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. As the walls are growing thin and all the hearts are going dim inside the dark. Remember falling leaves and the broken trees and the dirty streets in a skinned up